Hello, Thunder Wizards. So I want to talk to you about pulsed electromagnetic field generators. So as you know, as a Thunder Wizard, one of the focuses of my teaching is in energy work. The Qigong that I teach has to do with life force energy and creating a strong electromagnetic field in your body. This is absolutely essential to not only your physical health, but your spiritual progress. It is your electromagnetic field that connects you directly to life force energy, which is itself electromagnetic energy. And your electromagnetic field gives you the ability to tap into and communicate with other realms of reality. It's part of your antenna. So when your electromagnetic energy field is weak, your spiritual progress is going to be slow at best. So I've talked about that in many videos. But what I haven't shared with you is that for the past almost 6 years, I have been using a device that is called a pulsed electromagnetic field machine. Now, pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, it has been used by modern medicine, and it's used in hospitals for people to help with bone regeneration. And NASA has done a ton of studies on electromagnetic field therapy, and so this is out there if you go looking for it. Now, there are a bunch of devices out there ranging anywhere from a few $100s all the way up to $15,000 or more. And what I found looking into these devices is that most of these devices have very low electromagnetic field output. And being who I am, I'm an energy practitioner, I want a huge amount of energy. I want to connect to a lot of power. So 6 years ago, as you know, I was going through a huge life change. I had a lot of physical issues that I was going through. I had physical pain issues from lower back pain, sciatica. My knee was blown up like a grapefruit, and I've talked about that. Neck pain, neck spasm, chronic fatigue. I wasn't sleeping well. I had joint pain and all kinds of problems. Now, you've heard me talk about that before. What I didn't tell you is that part of my recovery was using this device. So I've got a device here that I use, and it's called an earth pulse, and this is the controller here. And there is this magnet. Now, I want you to understand that there's a difference between this and the kind of magnet that you put onto your on your refrigerator. And you can go online and get like those little magnetic insoles for your shoes or magnetic bracelets and all that. And we're talking about really almost no magnetic field whatsoever. This is I think, what is it, 1200 Gauss. I have to check on that. I'm going to check on what the Gauss is, but this is not just a magnet. It's a generator. Now, it has to be turned on for it to work. You plug it into the wall and you turn it on, and you got a bunch of different settings that you can use, and we'll talk about that for a second. But I just want to show you the power of this. So right now it's not on. So you can see that here, I've got my knife here. It falls right off. There's nothing magnetic about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to show you. You'll be able to see it pulse back and forth. Now, I'm doing it with my hand right now. I'm showing you what you're going to see. It's going to pulse back and forth like that. But you can see I'm moving my hand. I'm going to just turn it on here, and I'm going to put it at the basic setting here, which is 9.6 hertz, which is the frequency of the Earth. And so we turn that on. Let's turn up to 100% output there. All right, so now it's on. And so I'm holding it here. Here's the north side of the magnet. Now I'm just going to put this in front of it, and you'll see it's starting to wiggle. I'll try to put my hand up here so you can see my hand isn't doing anything. Okay, see it's starting to wiggle? See that? Now it's stuck there, but it'll fall because it's pulsed. This is how you test to see if it works. One of the first things you do when you get it is you test to see that it does that. Here, so let me turn this off here for a second. Okay, so here's the actual magnet itself, and it's an incredibly powerful magnet. Now, when you've got the full thing completely put together like this with the ring on it inside of the metal casing here, then it creates a focused electromagnetic field. So the metal around here keeps the electromagnetic energy from going anywhere except straight out this way. And this is used when you have injuries. So let's say you injure your neck or something, you would put it on your neck. I've done this before where I've had, neck injuries, and I just put it on my neck. You can lie down and you can, put it on your arm or put it on your leg, put it underneath. And this is used for a very focused energy field. Now, that's not how you want to do it normally when you want to just empower your cells, because the idea behind this is that you're empowering your cells, you're recharging your cells, not only with life force energy, with the electromagnetic field, but you are recalibrating your energy to be that with the earth. Why is that important? Well, way back when, 1,000 years ago, our ancestors didn't have any electrical devices. Not only do we have all these electrical devices, we have an electric grid. I mean, I've got electric lights on here. I'm looking at an electric screen. I've got, all kinds of, just an electric grid in my house. You've got cell phone towers, you've got radio towers, you've got all kinds of other frequencies going on all the time, which are not healthy for the human body. All kinds of radiation from everything. So we've got that going on, and we're not connecting to the earth. One of the great things I remember about backpacking in the high Sierras is being in those mountains that are made of granite, and there's no other electrical devices. You're out in the middle of the wilderness there, and no cell phone or anything like that. Is that when I would lie down just to take a nap, I can remember that I would go into a very deep sleep, and my body would feel as though it was just tingling with power. And it was such an amazing, blissful feeling. I just didn't want to get up. You'd wake up from your nap and your whole body would be buzzing with this beautiful, blissful energy. And that was because, I didn't realize it at the time, but that was because when you're sleeping on a 10,000 foot mountain range that's made of granite that's connected directly to the earth, it's acting like an antenna that's just sending out the pulse of the earth. Now, the earth is set at 9.6 hertz. This is the frequency of Mother Earth. So this is the most healing frequency that you can give to your body. When you turn one of these guys on and you stick it under your mattress, which is what you do, you stick it under your mattress. I have one that actually has two. I put one under the base of my head, and I put another one here, where my hips are. So it creates a huge 9.6 pulsed electromagnetic field that's going through my body. Now, the difference between this product and the products that you can buy is that, number one, the products that you can buy are designed for you to sit on or lie down for an hour or two. And so the idea is that you do it for an hour or two, and it sort of reconnects you for an hour or two. This is designed to be used for up to, I think, 10 or 12 hours if you want. It's when it comes right out of the box, it's already set for 8 hours. So it's set up for you to use while you're sleeping. The lowest level one is a manual, which you can program it to go anywhere from 0.5 hertz all the way up to 14.1 hertz. And that's important because this will heal you on multiple levels, different organ systems and your nervous systems and your muscles and all these things, these vibrate on different levels, and you can, do things like, help blood regeneration, help bone regeneration, help muscle regeneration. You can program it on any one of these levels. So 0.5 to 3 hertz is the delta rhythm. The delta rhythm is associated with deep, rejuvenating sleep, respiration, heart rate, brain activity, and all of the organs in the body are utilizing the ATP to maintain life force. This is at delta rhythm. If you set it for 3 to 7 hertz, this is the theta rhythm. The theta rhythm is associated with lucid dreaming, sleep, and other mental states where the mind is wandering. And so this is helpful for neurological diseases like Alzheimer's, epilepsy, Parkinson's, ADD, ADHD, schizophrenia, migraine clusters, headache symptoms. This is the frequency that is used to heal those. And then you have the alpha rhythm, which is at 7 to 12 hertz. And so the earth range is right in there at 9.6 hertz. The alpha rhythm is when you are in a relaxed, calm, and in a meditative state. And alpha rhythms do occur during sleep, particularly when you're just falling asleep and when you're just waking up. For me personally, that is the most pleasant experience, the feeling of just falling asleep and just waking up. So that would explain why I love using the 9.6 hertz range, because of that. So this is associated with the thought process and with heightened learning. And then you can go to the low beta rhythm, which is 12 to 14.1 hertz. And this is the normal waking rhythm. And this occurs during intense concentration, when you've got active thought processes going on with little or no stress. So when you go above that, then you start getting into some high agitated states. So you don't normally want to go there. Now, we tend to go into those high agitated states, and we've got all kinds of electrical and radio waves and signals that are doing all kinds of weird things to us that screw up our ability to function well. So what I do is I just keep it at the pace that it's set. When it comes out of the box, it's set. In this particular one, I've got the manual version to just go at 9.6 hertz, and I just set it for 8 hours, and I just go to sleep. Now, I don't notice it now because my body is attuned to it. When you first get one of these, it's going to come disassembled. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this little screw out here, this big metal screw, and I'm taking out the core. Now the core here feels like some sort of plastic thing. I really don't know what it is. It's got a metal backing. So you have all of these things are going to come to you, as well as the controller and everything like that. The first thing you do when you get it, you can see here, maybe you can or you can't, it has N, which means north. So you've got the north side and you've got the south side. You do not want to put the south side against your body because it'll do the opposite. It will throw you, it will be destructive to you. You want the north side of the magnet to be touching you. So that's why they clearly label that. Now, when you first get it, they recommend that you attune yourself to it, because for a lot of people, especially if their electrical system, their energy system is out of alignment, which most people's are, if you were to turn it on and put it together and turn it on for full strength, it would be too intense for a lot of people. So what you do is you take this core, because now what this does, when it doesn't have the metal backing behind it, it creates a huge field. So the field just goes everywhere. It just creates this huge field, and it's not as intensely focused. And what you do is that you put it under a pillow underneath, and you put it here, right here on the base of your skull, the back of your neck, and you turn it on for about an hour. And what'll happen is you will go to sleep. It's gonna make you want to fall asleep. And if you do fall asleep, that is a good sign. It means your body is wanting to accept the frequency shift. So I did that the first time that I got it, and I remember going into a deep sleep and having, I don't know if I went into a dream state, but it was a very meditative kind of very energizing sleep. And when it was done, And I came out of it, I was like, I felt so energized, and I could feel all of the cells in my body just really pulsing with energy, and I felt really good. I hadn't felt that energized in a long time. So the next way you use it is you put this in here like this, all right? And this is how it's normally used for sleeping. Now you take this little pin, this little screw, and you screw it in, and it's real easy to screw in. You just screw it in by hand. You don't have to nail it down. And now it's in there. Now what happens is that the electromagnetic field isn't coming out the back, it's only coming out the front. You still don't want to put this towards you because it's the wrong side. You want the north side. And this one, when it doesn't have the ring on it like this, then it creates a big field that all goes out this way. And so you place this under your mattress or under your bed, and then you just turn it on. Now, what I do a lot of times is if I have been exercising, because this is also incredibly good for recovery. In fact, there's a mode on the programmable modes called recovery mode. And I believe that one is at 10 hertz. And 10 hertz in studies has been found to be incredibly good for healing and recovery. This new version now, it just automatically goes to 9.6 hertz. And the reason for that is there's been some studies about the earth frequency itself, and that you get the most benefit, healing, regenerative benefit on all levels from the 9.6 hertz. So that's what I do. And so what I do is I'll come home from the gym, or if I've been surfing, I'll come home and, my muscles will be all tired and sore, and I will just put this thing on and I'll set it for, a couple of hours. And what happens is I'll be just lying on my bed and I'll be watching television. The next thing I know, I'm out. I will be dead asleep. And I'll wake up a couple hours later feeling really good. When you have it on all night, which is now every single night, I put this, and I've got two of them, like I said, and I turn it on to 9.6 hertz, and it comes up underneath my bed and one underneath my pillow, and I've got that going on all night. Like I said, I don't notice it now because I'm attuned to it, but I sleep very well, and I have deep dreams, and I've even used this for meditation, and this is really fun. When you want to play around with the different rhythms, you can start, again, the most potent one all around is the 9.6 hertz. If you want to, you can place that, put it underneath your chair as you meditate, or, lay down and put it, lie down and put it behind your head. And if you want to go into a meditative state, or if you want to go in and do some shamanic journeying, you can do that. I'm going to be coming back on here and doing some more videos about this, and I'll take it into different, I'll set it for different hertz levels, and I'll share with you my experience of it. But, this has been one of the most valuable tools that I had. The one that I had it for 5 years. And after using it every single day for 5 years and then some, because I use it during the day as well, I finally had to replace it. So I did. I replaced it with the new version, which is now updated, and I chose to get the manual one that didn't have the preset. There are preset ones in some of the other ones where it'll go through different hertz levels and take you, as you sleep, into different hertz levels, and those are really amazing as well. But I chose to get just the basic one that you can program to just go to 9.6 hertz and stay there for 8 hours. And that's the one that I use. There's one last way to use this, which is, now you can see I've got everything on here, including the ring. So you've got the magnet itself, you've got it screwed into the metal backing, which creates a more focused magnetic field. When you put this on, what the metal does, again, the metal prevents the magnetic field from going anywhere, so it's only going to go this way. So it becomes highly focused, extremely powerful. And so they recommend that you don't use this one, like you don't put this one behind your head because it's too powerful. I've done it and it doesn't bother me, but that's because I've been using it for 5 years, so my body's used to it. But this is for pain. If you've got injuries, you place it wherever the injury is and you just leave it there. And you'll see that immediately the pain will go away. But the pain is going away not just because, like aspirin, it's not getting rid of the symptoms. It's actually going in and sending blood and life force energy. It's telling the cells to reprogram and realign themselves. It's just getting a jolt of life force energy so that the healing process is speeded up. Like I said, I'm not making this stuff up. They use this in hospitals for bone regeneration. Just most of medical science hasn't, stepped out of the box to try it for any other things. But it's been shown in a lot of studies to do all kinds of things. So this is the Earth Pulse. Pulsed electromagnetic field generator. And as I said, this one is a unique product because the other ones out there are not designed to be used like this. They're designed to be used for an hour at a time or 2 hours at a time. Most of the power of the electromagnetic field is much less. And in order to get one that's as powerful as this one, you have to go up to at least $10,000 or $15,000. And that's the kind of stuff they use in hospitals. So you're not going to find anything like this. And as I said, they're not designed to be used for 8 hours at a time. So this is like, going to sleep and plugging directly into the power of Mother Earth. And like I said, I use it for everything. I use it for physical regeneration. It healed me along with all the other stuff that I do. It was a very important factor in my physical healing. I'm still reading the studies about how it is having a tremendous effect in terms of anti-aging, and they're not only are the effects of aging slowing down with people that they're studying, but then they're finding that the cells, the mitochondria, are actually starting to revert, and your cells are actually becoming younger as a result of this. So, as you know, I talk about my health all the time, and I brag about how healthy I am and how strong I am. And I believe that this is, a huge factor. And one of the other things that I do with this is I will use this when I'm doing Qigong. So if I want to do a seated Qigong exercise, I'll put this underneath my chair and turn it on, especially if I'm doing the Hul breath and I put this at 9.6 hertz. The power is really phenomenal. And not only is the meditative state really phenomenal, but it's just, you just feel yourself so connected and the power is increased. Other experiments that I haven't done, which now that I'm sitting here thinking would be interesting to do, rituals and mantra and manifestation imagination exercises while using the Earth Pulse. I haven't tried that yet, but that's something that I'll do, and maybe I'll do some videos about that, sharing my experience with that. If you're interested in this, you can go take a look at it, and the link, if you're on the web page, it's below. If not, I'll put the web link up here for you to go and click on, and then you can read from the manufacturer's website itself. Obviously, if you decide to purchase this, you'd be doing me a favor if you clicked on my link and went through my link. It won't cost you any more or less, but obviously I will get some commission for that. So it's another way for you to support the channel. But as you know, I don't teach anything that I myself don't have any experience in. And I've been using this for, as I said, almost 6 years. And, I actually forgot about it. It became a habit, and I just used it. The only reason that I became aware of it was that when I was using the one that I had, and after almost 6 years, it finally needed to be replaced, I went for a couple of weeks without it, and I totally felt the difference. It wasn't, I'm so used to it now, I turn it on and I don't feel any different. It's because my body's already just pretty much aligned to 9.6 hertz all the time. But when I wasn't using it for 2 weeks, I didn't sleep nearly as well. I felt agitated. I could feel my body starting to like get unhappy again. And, so when I got it again, I had to get it replaced. And this time I got one with 2 connected to it. And that first night I plugged it back in. It was like, yep, that's what I've been waiting for. I'm back into this wonderful energy pulse. Magnetic field again. So anyway, that's it. It's the Earth pulsed electromagnetic field sleeping device, therapy device, and I'm using it also for shamanic journeys and meditation. And as I said, here's the link to go, and you can go directly to their website, and they got tons of information and videos about it that you can read about it. So I'm going to do some more experiments with this, and I'm going to upload this, and we can really start getting deep into really working with Mother Earth and with the power of electromagnetic fields. So that's it for me. I will see you guys very soon.